Let's get salty!
It's been a couple weeks since we've had This Week in Hearthstone, and well, Nova just couldn't stay away from you guys. She wants to say hello and welcome you all to This Week in Hearthstone. Let's get into the news. Doesn't she just look so happy? Let's get into it.
Let's get salty!
Hey everyone, and welcome to This Week in Hearthstone, the 62nd edition of our weekly news recap series where we took a look at all the news and events in the Hearthstone world. And well, there was quite a bit of bugs and commotion and stuff. We made a video talking about that stuff, and well, we got response from Blizzard. We'll go over that, as well as will the new expansion be announced this week? I kind of have reason to believe we might hear about it as early as next week, and I'll let you know why, as well as we'll have the mailbag segment where I answer your questions. And like I said, Nova she just really wants to be involved in this week's episode. Anyways, so yes, we earlier this week we made a video talking about the bug on ladder with the Jerry rig card that cheats out Oasis, the hidden Oasis, gives you 0 mana 6/6 taunt. It's it's been running rampant on ladder. It's like the most common thing you'll face is the druid deck that does that, and we made a video calling Blizzard out to make action on it, fix it right away. Oh, they didn't quite do that, but within like, I don't know, 10 minutes of me posting the video, tweeting about it, Cora, she's one of the designers on the team, responded a little tongue-in-cheek that, you know, they've noted the problem. It's going to be in a hot fix. They're aware of these things, and people saw this and thought she was like taking a shot and me like, or being like sassy with me. But of course we're friends. We're Cora and I are pretty good friends. We talk behind the scenes and all that stuff. I didn't take offense to it. I thought it was just funny. I thought Cora being Cora. I even responded, thanks for letting me know. Just want to make sure you know. And yeah, so people kind of got a little upset, but no, she's just having fun. You know, she doesn't have to go under her personal Twitter account and even respond. They don't have to do that. It's what you know, the community manager and stuff is there for. So next time I might bug Alkali Likey, now that I'm, you know, actually have communication with the community manager. I keep forgetting that I actually you know, can talk to them now. Now that we have a community manager that will listen to its community a little bit better. So yes, that's in the works. Also, Cora noted, since there's been a lot of talk about Tarantis not being not working in the game, that's also been added. That will be added to the game. There's localization issues apparently with it. They have to like redo the text or something, and it's got to go through all the different translations. It's kind of crazy considering like the card was in the game before. But yes, these fixes will be going live in a change soon. It's just, I was really hoping it would happen before the weekend. Like, everyone's just abusing the jerry rig thing. I pushed as hard as I could to get it done, you know, as fast as I could, but apparently, you know, unless it's like something like absolutely game breaking or monetary breaking for them, it just doesn't get hot fixed immediately, and it sucks. I would have loved to play some, you know, regular WoW without that, but it is what it is. But yes, fixes are on the way for both of those bugs. Also, we're going to talk a little bit here about the next expansion. Let's talk about that. I just said that. Let's talk about it. We'll let Nova go. Yeah, so the next expansion, we already talked about it being leaked out that it's likely going to be called, or based on Alterac Valley, a battle between the Horde and the Alliance. And I have pretty good reason to believe. I haven't heard any leaks, nothing like that. I know I've had some of that before, but nothing like that. This is pure speculation that we could hear an announcement about it as early as this week. So if you looked at Forge the Barons, it was revealed on February 19th and came out within a month of this trailer. I think it was March 23rd, so just a little bit over a month. And we also have seen with United and Stormwind, they announced it on July 1st, with it coming out August 3rd. So basically, they typically like to have the trailer out a month ahead of time. And if you look in the shop, at the Tavern Pass, it expires December 6th, will no longer be available, and that just so happens to be lining up with what I'm predicting to be the release date of December 7th. And I think a month ahead of time expansion announcement is pretty likely. The whole Hallows End event ends on Tuesday. There is likely going to be a patch to get a bunch of these bugs fixed, probably on Tuesday. I think there is a very good chance we could have an early trailer reveal with a few cards already from the next expansion. Everything was pushed back 2 weeks for Mercenaries. I don't believe the next expansion launch will be pushed back, and that's what I'm expecting to see. I think there's a good chance we get an expansion announcement, and with the way the mini set barely really shifted the meta, I think it's pretty welcome and would be really exciting. Plus, Blizzard typically also, I will note, takes a holiday break in December. I would think probably starting on the 17th, and I would think they would want to have a week or so to hash out any bugs, major issues with the next expansion launch. So again, December 7th looking pretty likely, and we might have a trailer coming soon, so stay tuned to the channel. I'll keep you guys posted on everything, and I would think at the very latest, we'll probably hear about the next expansion next week would be the latest, but I think there's a good chance it's coming this week. And lastly, we have the mailbag segment where I answer your questions. Again, if you want to leave me a question, leave a question in the comments below with mailbag in the comments. So first, George Herbert asks, do you think one mana minion should have extra stats, 1/3 or 2/2? Basically, should one drops be premium statted? Throughout the history of Hearthstone, it's pretty much always been problematic when you give a 1/3 premium stats or like a premium statted minion, like a bonus effect, like Tunnel Trog, Mana Worm, Northshire Cleric, Wailing Vapor right now, but they just made that pirate a 1 mana 2/2 that discounts your weapon. Used to be that it would come with a downside when you get the extra, like Zombie Chow would heal your opponent, but it seems they're pushing the power level more and more. I don't think, like, if you're making a 1/3 or 2/2, it should just be textless. It should just be a bare minimum minion, but hey, they're pushing it lately. I feel like it pushes that aggression a little too much these days, but overall, I'm not a huge fan of that. I rather the, early game stuff already has enough incentive to play. You don't need to give like premium stats, battle cry, all that. It's a little bit silly in my opinion, but hey, the devs obviously have a different direction with at least some of the stuff right now. Ricky Lamb asks, what do you think about Hearthstone having its own deck tracker for the game? It'll be nice for mobile and tablet. It'll also be nice quality of life change. I don't like how people have to rely on third-party software. I agree. I'd love if they had their own deck tracker. I believe China, which has like its own separate like client and everything, they have an in-game deck tracker. They have in-game stats. They have an in-game tournament mode. They have way more stuff on the Chinese client, but that was done all by by a third party that was put into it officially by Blizzard. Whereas over here, they just rely on like Hearthstone deck tracker or Firestone to do it for them. And I know Exar's been asked about it in AMA, and basically it's just not going to happen. They're not going to do their own thing. They're kind of content with, letting the third parties do it and helping them with what they need here and there. And yeah, I think it'd be great. I'd love to, like, when I play on my phone, I don't have a deck tracker up or anything, and I don't really want to download extra stuff on my phone with, Hearthstone taking as much room as it does already. So I think it'd be great. It's just not going to happen unless you live over in China, apparently, and we don't get access to those servers. So what can you do? And Iman Asadi asks, hey Zeddy, any news on the documentary series? So again, if we hit 40,000 subs, that's what I'm planning on doing the next one. I'm planning on taking like a little short break when that happens, but that'll give me time to, get that together. I have the topic all picked out. I've already started researching it and all that. Should be a really fun video, but again, it's a time commitment to get them done. And I pump videos out every single day to pay the bills and keep you guys entertained, and it's really hard to justify putting that time away for a video that will probably do a little bit better than average, but not bring in the money for the time return and all that. So I like to make it a special event where it's like I reward you guys for rewarding me with your support. So when we hit that 40,000 goal, that's when it's going to happen. I'm hoping that happens by the end of the year, but more likely early next year. So there you go. That's This Week in Hearthstone. Hopefully we hear about the expansion pretty soon. That'd actually be really cool and exciting news if we get that. And if you enjoyed the video, please like and subscribe. Have a great day and stay salty, my friends.